little rest time here to get your body healed up?
Yeah, we got, having a little time off was definitely much needed, after just kind of getting after it for, however 4 months or whatever it was, since fall camp. So, but no, we're rested up. We're ready to go.
At what point did you kind of shift your attention to Alabama?
I mean, as soon as we finished that Big 12 championship game, and as soon as we got word that Alabama was going to be our opponent, we started thinking about them. We obviously enjoyed the Big 12 championship win for a little bit and celebrated, but as soon we knew that the job wasn't finished, and there's one more. And as soon as we got word that we were playing Alabama, we all were pretty fired up, and so yeah, it's been all about Alabama for a while, and I'm excited.
Can you describe the magnitude of this challenge?
It's huge. When you're a kid and you think about college football, especially when I was growing up, it was always Alabama. They're top tier. They're what they're the standard of college football, I guess you could say. And so it's really cool to kind of be able to measure ourselves against the best. And people are saying they're having a down year for them, and the fact that it's a down year and they're still ranked number 5, like that tells you enough about Alabama. And but no, it's for me, it's such a cool opportunity just to be playing a New Year's 6 game, Sugar Bowl. The stage is big time, and I'm just really excited for the opportunity because we get to measure ourselves against the best, and we feel like we're one of the best too. So it's gonna be fun.
How cool is it to go up against Bryce Young, right? Obviously, former Heisman Trophy winner. How cool is it to compete against him?
It's really cool. He's a great guy. I've had the chance to meet him a couple times. I trained with him out in California over spring break for a couple days, and he's a really good dude. And obviously a heck of a player. We were watching some film on Texas earlier in the year, and some throws he's making. Man, he's a stud. So it'll be really fun to play against a guy like him, and all the dudes they got over there are studs. So it's gonna be fun.
Watching film, what was kind of the biggest takeaway for you from Alabama's defense? What did you think they do the best?
They do a lot of good things. They're they're really sound. They're really disciplined. They're going to be really well coached. Nick Saban obviously is the standard. But they're big. They're physical. They're fast. I feel like there's some things that we can attack for sure. But it's going to be a challenge because they're a really good team. They got dudes all over the place, and their corners are really good. Their front's big. They're mammoth in there, and so yeah, it'll be a good challenge. But no, I'm really excited for it.
You said you have a little bit of a relationship with Bryce. Can you kind of take me into what kind of friendship or relationship you guys have, if any?
Yeah, I mean, I was at like the Maxwell Awards with him in 2020. When we were still in high school, we both had won awards, and we barely really talked there. But then we trained a little bit together this spring, and was around him a little bit. Didn't get to know him too well, but everything about him, he seems like a good dude, and talking to him and training with him, he's a really good player. So just getting the opportunity to play against him, will be cool, and hopefully he, I bet he'll be a top 10 pick next year. So I wish the best for him.
Could you describe what a whirlwind this season has been, going from a potential red shirt to now?
Yeah, that's an understatement. As a whirlwind, it's going, just my mindset, being a backup, thinking I'm going to redshirt and kind of trying to get ready for next year almost, kind of mindset but I knew obviously that I had to be ready to step in and do what I had to do this year. I didn't obviously know that, what was going to happened. But it's super cool just because it shows you how, you never know, you never know what's going to happen. You can never bank on any one thing happening or not happening, and you just got to be ready for whatever. And I'm so blessed that the opportunity was put in front of me. That was put in front of me, and I was able to do what we did with it. Because obviously I knew I still wanted to redshirt. Even after Oklahoma State, but obviously when Adrian went down again, it was a no-brainer just with what was on the line, and being able to get a Big 12 championship win. If you would have asked any Kansas State fan if Will Howard would have been the quarterback in a Big 12 championship game a couple months ago, I think they would have told you you're crazy. But here we are, and it's kind of cool how things come full circle. And it's been a fun year, and you never know what's going to happen. You always got to stay ready, and that's what I've tried to do, and it's been cool.
Well, you've talked a lot about your success this year at various points. Was there a moment in training camp or spring practice where you kind of realized, maybe I am a little bit of a different player than I was in the past?
I wish I could say that there was that one moment, but I can't really say. I just feel like when I went out there at TCU, it was kind of, I felt like I was just more ready. I just felt like I had been there. I was settled in, and I obviously think in the spring and in the fall I knew that my ability to throw the ball had gotten a lot better, and I just felt a lot more confident. And that was a huge part of what I needed to do, was get more confident. And once things kind of started rolling in the season, that's kind of when I felt like I could excel. And but no, I knew good things were ahead of me. I just wanted to get out there and be able to show it.
What did it mean to you that you proved it to your teammates?
I think that means a lot, because and credit to them, because I had some struggles, my first couple of years here, and they stayed behind me. They continued to believe in me. They knew what I could do. They knew that I would come back, and no matter what, I was gonna give my all for them, and I knew they were gonna do the same for me. So I gotta give that credit to them, because they believed in me no matter what, and being able to kind of prove myself right, and show them that I could do the things that I knew I could do. That meant the world. Proving that to my teammates more than anything else, was huge. And just being able to do it for them, and go out there and score some points for the defense, when they're making big plays, it's huge. And it becomes a big, it's a team effort every game. We want to play a complete game, offense, defense, no matter what. And it was a really fun year, because we did a lot of that.